Okay, and I'm back. I realized I forgot to mention another guy, and this is the guy from whom I'll probably be ordering my next commission. D. Marshall. And he's from Arizona. And his pipes are probably the most undervalued pipes I saw at the show. His attention to detail is there. His shapes are there. They're the perfect size. They're not the giant shapes that a lot of people make. Tim West, by the way, had some gargantuan pipes. I can't imagine smoking those.
Plus some normal.
And he had some normal ones and some smaller ones, but
He had a big variety.
and they were all good, very good quality. And Tim West was even nicer in person than when I talked to him on the phone. I didn't meet a whole bunch of people that I intended to meet, and I apologize for that. Nate King, Pete Provost, who else? I don't know if Chris Morgan was there, but I intended to meet him as well. Nemo, there are just a whole bunch of people. When I got to their table, they weren't there or something, and I only had one day to spend at the show. That was all we could get babysitter for. Anyway, where was I going with that? I just lost my train. Blank. Oh, get a Dean Marshall pipe. And then we took a trip home. You'll notice what I said, that I haven't mentioned selling any pipes, and that's because, number one, it wasn't my main objective, even though I'd hoped to, and number two, I spent most of my time showing my pipes to pipe makers, and most pipe makers weren't there to buy pipes, they were there to sell their own, and the time that I did spend with people, they weren't the people that were interested in buying my pipes, but they were the people I was interested in talking to, and I didn't want to sacrifice that for the other, and I did get what I came for, namely critique, which is going to be my next video. But this one, I wanted to show you what I bought. I'd set a budget of $250 for the show, and then when I saw Walt's pipes, I'm talking with my wife, and can I do this? Can I not do this? Is there a way we can finagle a way to make this happen? And I thought I'd have to try to sell a pipe to make it work, but as it turned out, I could give him my cash, and I paid the rest in PayPal from other pipes that I had already sold. Kind of finagled the deal, and my wife's agreement to it was contingent on saving it for my birthday/Christmas present, which I will smoke before that when our baby's born in November. So it is going to be a celebration of child number 4 and /birthday/Christmas. So you can imagine this was not a cheap pipe. I think it's more than twice what I've paid for any other pipe before, and definitely worth every penny of it. So here it is. This is the Chubby English Love Pot by Walt Cannoy. It has an acrylic ivory stem, and you can see he did something interesting with the bit there. Most bits are flat straight across, and your teeth are not flat. So if you want something that fits into your teeth, that makes a whole lot of sense. Very, very thin, and very comfortable in the mouth. Perfect draw, and a really wide open chamber there, or airway. You can see it's oval almost all the way to the chamber, and I think I have this thing in a little bit crooked. You wouldn't expect I would have expected this to come off right here at the shank, but here's where it comes off. So that's really weird. But the main feature of this pipe, the reason I bought it, is look at that grain, smoking pipe liner. The blast on this is just incredible.
Should I turn on the lights?
The lights are on. This is what he calls the suede blast, and this is a grade 4. And the suede blast is not rusticated. It is sandblasted, and maybe you can see it better this way. There you go. The texture is not coming through here. I'll put a link to a video that Walt did of a similar pipe. But most sandblasts destroy the exterior part of the shape to make it craggy. But you can see this, if you look at the silhouette, is perfect. I should really screw this in straight. There we go. Bugging me. The shape of this silhouette is perfect, and you can see when compared with the silhouette of the smooth part, it's not any deeper. And the grain on this, he was explaining to me, is like if you look closely on the lighter parts, you see little flecks in the briar, and those little flecks that a lot of people haven't even noticed, I hadn't noticed before, those little flecks are what he's bringing out in this sandblast. He says it takes him 6 hours just to blast a pipe like this. So really, really incredible the way he does it, and I just love it. And getting to know him, he's a really nice person. The other really interesting thing in the engineering of this pipe is the inside of the bowl. It looks stained, but it's not. It's sanded down to 800 grit. The result is this inside of the bowl is smoother than some people sand the outside of their bowls. And that is a substitute for bowl coating. If you were to burn a piece of paper in the middle of the paper, it would take longer to light it than if you burn at the edge. And when you have a rough texture in your bowl, the rough texture gives the flame a place to collect, and eventually it's possible, it doesn't usually happen, but it's possible that the bowl could burn out because of the rough texture inside of a bowl. So that's something I hadn't known before, and something I really appreciate. And I can't wait to smoke this thing, and I will definitely be sharing that with you when I do. So this is a Walt Cannoy pipe, and definitely the prize in my collection up till now. You can buy your own Walt Cannoy pipe at waltcannoy.com. He is on Facebook and on YouTube, W. Cannoy on YouTube, and Walt Cannoy, I believe, on Facebook. And you should definitely look him up. He makes some excellent pipes. His attention to detail is quite stunning. He makes a ton of... he doesn't make a ton of pipes. He takes his time, 3 or 4 days a pipe, but he turns out excellent, excellent work. And this is what he does full time. So he does subsist on pipe making. I have a couple of clips which I'm going to talk with Walt before I put up there, because I threw him out of the loop when I asked him to show off some of his pipes. So I'm not sure if he wants that to be on there. Okay, now I'm about to get into the last part of this, so I'm going to end the video here and say, buy a Walt Cannoy pipe, save up your money, it will be worth every penny of it. And that is out of the whole pipe show. I really liked that Dunhill. I really liked that D. Marshall pipe that all of his pipes that I saw. But I think out of the whole show, and it wasn't even in my budget, it was above my budget, but I couldn't resist buying it. I think the Walt Cannoy pipes were the most amazing. A lot of pipes look great from a distance, and then when you get them up close, they look increasingly less pristine. The Walt Cannoy pipes, when you look at a distance, they look matte, but when you get them up close, the detail in the grain is just mind-boggling. So, thank you for watching, and bear with me, I have one more video coming. The next video is going to be about pipe making, so if you're not a pipe maker, not interested in pipe making, you can skip out of it, and then my feelings won't be hurt. But if you are a pipe maker, there's some good advice that I got that I want to share with you, and tell you what it's like, how it feels to walk through the gauntlet. We'll talk to you soon.